Welcome to the Mortgage Broker Podcast, tailor-made for Canadian mortgage industry professionals. Proudly presented by a Better Way Mortgage Group, this podcast is your trusted source for insider insights, market updates, and strategies to elevate your career in the ever-evolving world of mortgage brokering. Whether you're a seasoned broker with a Better Way Mortgage Group or an industry enthusiast looking to stay ahead, our episodes are designed to empower you with the knowledge and tools you need to excel in the Canadian mortgage space. This is just your sales strategy, business development tactics, and like whether you're selling a coaching program, recruiting a mortgage broker, or a mortgage broker trying to, convert a realtor to start using them, it's all the same stuff, right?
Yeah.
Like, is there one business development hack that you've seen really, turn leads into loyal clients?
Well, if you've got a client that's worked with you, there's many ways to deepen that client loyalty. In fact, that's where I believe the true opportunity is you get one person that, you did business with and they liked you. And then you get a chance, if you can do something after the close where they're not expecting it, that post-sale service follow-up, to wow them and turn them into raving fans. In fact, there's a book that I read, I believe it's by Ken Blanchard. I think I got it on my phone here. It's called Raving Fans. Ken Blanchard and Sheldon Bowles. And I recommend everybody read that because they then become your sales force. Yeah. And they start referring business to you. And here's the cool part about post-sale and deepening client loyalty is the bar is set so low.
Yeah.
Like very few people do it. And even like with building Dominion, like we continue to service our offices. We continue to bring value. Franchises have signed a 7-year agreement. It's easy for us to forget and just move on and get the next one, which is what most salespeople do.
Yeah.
But man, when you provide value time and time again, after you've already made that, commission, you blow them out of the water and nobody's doing it. That's the part that I think is really missing right now. And you can turn these guys and these people into your raving fans.
That's such a great point. Like what these people can do for you from a sales perspective after the fact when you overserve them.
Yep.
And the introductions that we get regularly from, like, bankers are probably the best example of this. How many friends they have at that big institution that they just left.
Yeah.
And it's like, hey, bring them out to our event, or hey, do something a little bit extra, spend an extra, couple hours with them on a call. And like, we're constantly getting, I can't believe I'm taking up so much of your time or this and that. Right? It's like, no, man, this is what this is all about. Right. Yep. So yeah, that's such a great point. That is just so versatile in any industry. The one thing that I took away from Gary in the early days was the rhythm chart, and that helped me from not just converting somebody to eventually work with me, whether it was a realtor in my mortgage brokering career or convincing a mortgage broker to join us, like just the rhythm of constantly following up on those folks, doing these little nice gestures. Gary made it when he first delivered it to me was, I've been getting compliments that I'm hearing from you more than my own owner. Like, right. Have you had any experiences with that in a similar sense?
This is Darren Hardy's strategy. So obviously, Darren and Gary become great friends, but, initially it was coaching, and Darren's arguably the number one entrepreneur coach in the world, right? And so he introduced us to this idea of the rhythm chart. So, you go out, you do your pitch, whether you're pitching a client to, do a mortgage with you, or you're pitching somebody to join your brokerage or whatnot. Not always do they say yes right away. Especially in the beginning, it was like, well, we don't know who you are and we don't know if you guys can deliver and do what you say. And, it sounds good, but, let's see. And it's easy just to go on to the next one. But then if you do the constant drips, and that's what the rhythm chart is, it's a systematic drip of different, gifts, small tokens, letters, handwritten cards. Like that's a lost art today.
Totally.
Like I just met with a team that's doing about 120 million from the competition 2 weeks ago. I sat in the parking lot. I've got these thank you cards, Dominion branded, blank on the inside, and spent 5 minutes just writing out, hey, that was amazing to get to know you. Your story's incredible. What I see you're doing for your brokers is incredible. Loved all the stuff in your office. You had all kinds of sports paraphernalia. And I said, I just really thank you for giving me the time to present to you, and I'd love a chance to show your team.
Yeah.
Put my business card in, signed it off saying thank you, had stamps and envelopes in the bag, found a post office or a post box I could drop it in, and like 10 minutes after I left the office, I've already got this going out. So, and I actually included a Darren Hardy book, so I ended up putting a package together, so the compound effect, that's another one of my favorites. Anyway, so that got sent. Well, 3 days later, I'm getting a text going, wow, can't wait to read this book. That's awesome. And I'm thinking, how many times has he been pitched by the competition?
Totally.
Probably in his 10-year career, a dozen.
Yeah.
How many do you think actually have ever done that?
When I was working, obviously, with yourself and Gary, one thing that he stressed at all times was emotional deposits, right? And that was sending raving fans or sending a book. And that rhythm chart for me, I had it on my screen religiously, but sometimes it's just a snapshot reminder of, oh shit, like I haven't talked to this person in the last month. So let me reach out and send them a book or send them whatever. So, I mean, we use it to this day.
Yeah. Amazing. And again, so for mortgage agents listening, I mean, there's a huge opportunity to do this with realtors you want to work with.
Absolutely.
So make sure you're taking care of the ones that you do work with. Don't forget about them. They should be a part of this drip campaign, little touches, unexpected emotional connections. But the ones you don't work with, that you want to, that have said no to you, and something's going to happen with the relationship at some point with their current mortgage broker.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, sometimes we're only as good as our last deal. And if they ever screw up, you want to be next in mind.
Yeah. This is kind of an internal saying that we had when we were running our book is realtors have a shelf life, whether you're doing a great job or not. Like majority of them have a shelf life of like 18 to 24 months because mortgage brokers are always calling them.
Yep.
And it's so easy for them to just flip that other file to the next guy. And if you're not continuing to follow up and build new ones, you're definitely going to fall behind. I mean, of course, there's always like the one or two loyal realtors that become friends that, continue to support you, but you got to get a pipeline of those referral partners. And like, this is just the easiest way to do it. There's hey.
And it doesn't have to be expensive. Like a book's $20 maybe.
$20. Yeah, exactly.
If you buy in bulk, it can be cheaper. Yeah. So like some of the gifts I've gone and along the way was, the whole Dustin Woodhouse Be a Better Broker.
Yeah.
Those are great to hand out. The Compound Effect from Darren Hardy. The latest one, I'm waiting for a case of them to come, is the Dan Martell Buy Back Your Time.
That book changed my life.
Right? So I'm listening to it right now. It's phenomenal. I've been following the guy for a long time. I mean, at 2-minute clips at a time. And to see him come to our conference, I was like, oh, this is amazing. So, and I think people need to buy back their time. They need to understand that concept. So, you can send them a $10 Tim's card or, Starbucks card. You can send them an Audible book. You don't even have to send them a physical one. You can just email it to them right away. Hey, I was thinking about you, read this, thought you'd really love this. There's another book by David Goggins, Can't Break Me. I don't know if you ever read that.
I haven't read it, but it's been on my list.
I was having lunch with a realtor and he was telling me about all the marathons and all the triathlons and all these things and some of these worldwide really difficult ones. They're not normal triathlons. And that's a lot of what this guy did, ex-military.
Yeah.
I sent him the ebook and it's like, 5 minutes after we're done the lunch, cost me $14.99. And the guy was blown away by it, and it's like, well, he's sending his business now to Dominion Lending Center. So there's so many ways to deepen that client loyalty. And it isn't just with gifts. It's making sure you got constant touches, constant communication.
Wonder if that guy that you sent that Goggins book to actually ran a marathon, because I've read that book. I think he did it on 2 broken legs too. So
this guy's inhuman. Like if you haven't read it, it is one of the most motivational books I've ever read. I actually got the entire sales team at DLC to read it, like Joe and the rest of them, and blown away. So,
I mean, you stop having excuses real quick.
Yeah. I know I'm not running marathons. I've run a half marathon once, but it's another story.
Thank you for tuning in. If you found value in this show, please subscribe to our channel on your preferred platform. We're available on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and YouTube. Your support is incredibly appreciated. We also welcome your reviews and feedback, which are crucial in helping us deliver outstanding educational content. Feel free to share your thoughts. A 5-star review would be fantastic if you think we earned it.
Lastly, a vital announcement about Backpack Buddies, our chosen charity for 2025. This remarkable organization addresses a hidden hunger issue many are unaware of in British Columbia. While school districts provide meals during school hours, numerous children face food scarcity at home, particularly during the weekends. Backpack Buddies steps in to support these vulnerable children, ensuring they have easy-to-prepare, familiar food for weekends. This is achieved through collaborations with schools and an extensive distribution network. Your contribution can make a significant difference. With just $20, you can give a child in need a food bag from Backpack Buddies filled with enough meals and snacks to sustain them over the weekend and more. Once again, thank you for listening and see you on the next one.